this 12-hour challenge cup. This stint is raining, right? Our objective is to get through the race, quick times, don't put the car off the track, and bring it home to the next driver. That's the challenge.
Now for the first few hours, since it's raining, it's all about survival for these guys. Nakapag-practice man sila in the weather. We expect better weather in the latter hours. For RibbonArc Motorsports here in the Philippines. First time for me at Clark International Speedway. First time in the V1. We had a really good week, a lot of testing, a lot of practice. Made a lot of progress and then started the race this morning. Difficult conditions. It was raining a lot. The track was really, really wet. Made a little mistake early on. Then we found a good rhythm. So now it's all about just consistency and bringing it home.
Hi, my name's Tom Day. I'm a racing driver from England. First time out here in the Philippines and first time driving the V1. Had a really good time so far, only been here a week. So it's been a very, I'd say, steep learning curve. John, Quattro and the rest of the team have been really good in helping me develop as much as I can. Weather is changeable, so like it is back in the UK, so hopefully that works in my favour. Bit of rain, bit of sun, should be right at home.
Running the V1. In the dry, I think it's a very, very fast car, but in the wet, it's quite the opposite. I was a little bit late getting some practice sessions. I got a little bit when it was light rain and a bit breezy, but not heavy rain. It'll be an experience. I really like the track. It's quite challenging, but yeah, more miles under the belt would always help.
First time driving the V1 in the wet. The main aim of that was basically not to spin it, pick a pace and keep going because you lose 20 seconds. We're only getting 20-25 laps up, so there's no point in trying to push and find that extra second.
If ever Angel went then please push. Slow down. And then box. Okay. I have that stuff.
I'm racing Japan, 18 and 2019, Fuji and Motegi Scuba, and 2 series champion from Attack only. Attack only. Attack and no course of safety drive. Yeah.
Stint si Kazumi Takemura sa akin. We are 3 laps down kanina. And after 5 laps, we are 6 to 10 seconds faster from the guys in front na hinahabol natin. We are expecting them to pit. So, meron pang huling refuel.
The days are long and nights might break me, but I still fight.
can't do that. Very impressive.
RibbonArc Motorsport MRC.
Galing ba itong aga natin?
Sit down! Palamig ka muna!
This June, RibbonArc Motorsports is partnering with Pinky Parts PH and Sim Racing Philippines to join the Petron Makabayan Cup Endurance Race Challenge Series at Clark International Speedway to join the 4 and 12 hours endurance racing. So last year, we joined the Bonifacio Cup Endurance Race Challenge. We were using the old 4AF setup of Tasha. And now, for this endurance race, we will use the 4AFE, which has fuel injection, obviously, to be in par with other cars in the same class we joined, which is Open B. We will now be using 2 cars, Tasha being the other car, and this one is called Rella. Rella has been fitted with better engine, better hardware, better suspension for the more experienced drivers at RibbonArc Motorsport.
Hi, I'm Jamil Lacuna. I am the co-team manager and race engineer for RibbonArc Motorsports. The role of a team manager is to make sure that everything is in order within the team, and race engineer make sure that the strategy and the setup of the cars is spot on. I make sure that every driver is properly coached before myself. I'm quite confident with my experience as a race car driver, from my past experiences from the Nissan GT Academy. So I've been trained well, and I would love to teach these sim racers to get better in their life.
Before kasi, last year, yung kay Tasha kami actually na pinaka-slowest car sa grid. Luckily, we finished P2. And then, ngayon, 4 hours endurance and 12 hours endurance with Rella. Medyo kakaiba lang yung kotse kasi compared dun sa kay Tasha na naka 4AF, so may more power siya. Okay naman yung kotse. Sarap i-drive. Rainy season na, tapos na yung summer eh. Nabot tayong rainy season. Ngayon actually umuulan na sa track, which is gusto kong ulan din. Hindi ko lang ba't gusto ko ulan. Yung team namin, kay Rella, we consist of sim racers and GT Academy finalists. Masaya. Parang dream namin dati yun na may puro sim racers or GT Academy na drivers na mag-team up. Tapos mag-race.
After a few months na nakuha kay PS4, meron na akong GT Sport noon. So, nalaman ko na merong charity event ang Tuwasan Racing for frontliners. Doon ko na natutunan yung throttle control, yung brakes, yung, tamang linya sa mga corners. Ang transition ko, literally, naglalaro lang ako with Kuya Quattro. Inaya ako, sabi nila. Gusto ko mag-racing. And ako, parang
Teka lang, wala akong experience sa motorsports. Nakaisang track day lang ako, kita siya, February. Time ko nun was 2:44, fastest lap ko, pero hindi ako marunong mag-healing coast ng kotse. Iba yung feeling ng simulator sa real life. Hindi mo naramdaman pag may mali ka. Sa sim, hindi ka matatakot sirahin kotse kasi walang masisira. Yun yung nakakatakot.
ng pyesa.
Pasada lang.
It started in 2010 when I joined Top Driver Challenge of Blossom Racing School. I'm already joining simulation races. So that's where I learned how to race, and that's where I got my passion for racing. This is not my first time in Clark Speedway, but this is my first time to have a proper race. And it's special because it's a 12-hour endurance race. I think it's the toughest motorsport event in the Philippines. Ngayon, nagkaroon ng pandemic, siguro doon ko na-realize na naalala ko yung passion ko sa racing. Kaya ngayon, nagkaroon ng opportunity na naghahanap sila ng driver para sa endurance race. Marami naman akong time ngayon kasi nasa bahay lang dahil nga COVID. So naisip ko, gawin kong opportunity to para gawin naman yung mga bagay na magpapasaya sa akin.
Ready, sir?
Hopefully, sana matapos namin yung 4 hours na naka-podium kami or win. Or yung 12 hours, sana tumapos lang yung karera. Kasi hindi namin sure yung 12 hours kung ano ba, tatagal ba yung kotse o tatagal ba yung driver. Kasi puro computer lang ginagawa namin. Kaka-computer namin. Ito inabot namin.
Ayan, sweeper hanggang double A. Pag nag-search doon, okay lang. Pero once na mag-search ka sa mga rekta, di na, pagod na yun.
Pasok na yun. So ito kailangan nating bantayan yung lap count ng mga drivers. And as well as take note of the conditions. Kasi as long as it stays dry, meron tayong optimal na race start. Pero when it rains, it's a different story. So ito for Tasha, maximize natin yung ito. Then for Rela, limited tayo ng tanks. Kailangan refueling in between. Ito, babantayan muna natin yung corners.
Ito yung scheduled time slot nila. Yung may parenthesis, yan yung target number of laps. After no 4 hours, papalit ng goma for long stints. First 4 hours natin for the 4-hour challenge, maximum attack tayo, naka-ultra softs tayo.
Then lately, nag-pandemic, less yung practice session, so hindi rin ako makapractice masyado. Ang akin lang ngayon, expectation ko sa sarili ko, yung confident ko is siguro on the spot na, once na nakaikot na ako, ma-build up ko ulit yung drive ko, yung momentum ko. So doon ko na malalaman sa karera.
Biglang pumasok si Joel kasi nagkaroon ng issue. Yung straight na, lalaglag. Pero okay lang naman, di ba? Light lang yung tulog nun eh. Yung kay Rela, inabot na siya ng fuel surge. So, 15 na. Okay yung pace ni Daryl. Target delta is 228. Daryl is lapping around 224, 25.
Hi guys, I'm Ken Asensi, one of the drivers of Tasha under the RibbonArc Motorsports team. Since hindi pa ako naka-run ng as in yung talagang race, may mga instances naman sa practices ko, may makakasabay ako kahapon. Naka-oras pa din naman ako ng okay na time. Yun nga lang, I need to improve more sa awareness ko. Pino-focus ko muna yung sarili. Medyo pangit yung...
Alright, welcome again to Sim Racing PH GR86 Cup Round 3. We're on Round 3 of this series. Wait, narinig yung sarili ko. So, we have on board is JC Kagawan and Aldo will be late and Jasper will be late also. So at the moment, ako muna, Mr. Daryl Brady at your service, and JC and Earl also, which is also the one who's in charge of the race cameras. So first is I want to thank everyone, cars, drivers, participants, and the sponsors who are involved in running this competition. So, pasalamatan muna natin si sino ba na yung Cody ko? Wala na naman.
Cody ko niyo, boss.
Wala na. Yun, okay. So, I want to thank again RibbonArc Motorsports, Mr. Leo Odulio Jr., Stregawo, Sim Premier, TVP, The Vector Project, and SkyDrive for the participation on this event. I want also to thank the other communities who are giving good effort on our sim racing community. I want to thank D4 Graphics, DMR, Dominado Rally, Gameline also. I forgot Gameline also on the list on our sponsor. Sorry. Mali yung kodigo ko. Next is Overboost. I want to thank Overboost, Pinky Parts, 7-Star Garage, Soul Exhaust, and then Veloce Ragazzo for the server. So again, I want to thank you guys for the for this event. Okay, so where we are now, we are still on practice. Saan yung... Ayun, okay, so we are now in practice. Going to qualifying. May mga kumo-connect lang at the moment. So,
Sino hindi makakonect?
Sinong hindi makakonect?
Sino
Si
ba
Rain.
yun? Si Rain Aloha, yeah. Oh, no.
Failed handshake. Ano siya ng failed handshake?
Starting qualifying, I think the pros are now coming out of the pit. So, parang last round, napansin natin na parang there was a huge amount of registrants na napuno agad yung AM slot. So, originally, hindi ito yung track natin, di ba? Hindi talaga Watkins Glen.
Yeah, so, wait So, basically, the original track was ano yan? Rosario. But there's some issues on the track. So, that's why we changed it to Watkins Glen to for a better better racing din at saka yung number of grid.
I think kahit hanggang ngayon no, so that, yung AM slots napupuno pa din. I think there's lots of people coming to it, become interested again sa sim racing. Marami ata nawala nung after ng pandemic, and now I think it's resurging.
Yeah, so people are coming back. Yung mga old guys nating also. But we'll see if mapupuno pa dahil next round medyo lalaki yung grid slots natin for the races. So most likely mapupuno ulit yung mga grid natin. And dadami ang drivers.
What we can see right now sa track, I think a lot of people, a lot of our competitors got caught off guard dahil nakita nilang umuulan na sa server. So I think this will be a chance for them to showcase yung talagang real racecraft nila, no? So dahil it's about discovering which line is better than the dry line. Kasi pag napunta sila sa dry line at may accident, baka may dumulas sila. Especially that Watkins Glen, wala masyadong runoff area sa mga critical na corners like that of from turn 2 hanggang turn 4 papunta sa backstraight.
Hang on, meron tayong issues. We need to restart the server.
Alright.
Wait lang guys Need to restart the server. Just quick. So, hindi pa naman sila nagsisimula. Dahil kakalabas lang nila ng pit. Restart server lang tayo.
Okay.
I get you, Olan. Wait Yeah. Pwede mo tanggalin yung extra effects daw Yung uncheck mo lang yung active. Sa CSP. Extra effects. Nandiyan siya sa list. Parang yung mga something na, ang tawag dito? Yung maganda yung shadow. Yung makikita mo yung araw, kulay orange, yung mga ganun. Reflection, pwede mo rin tanggalin. Pero hindi masyadong nagmamatter yung iba dito Madalas sa yung normal CSP settings. Anyway, are we back? Wala pa. So we're still loading. So guys, we're just in a restart and we'll be back quickly. Since also the drivers are still connecting. I think they're all connected. So we have all 34 drivers on the server. So again, what will happen on quali will be so pro drivers first will go out, and then after 8 minutes, amateur drivers will go out the pit. So hate. Dahil too much drivers on the track. So we don't want them to not to get their best qualifying sessions, qualifying time. Is the it's running.
I think the real challenge right now dito, no, sir, dahil nga umuulan, I think that caught everyone off guard. This will be their challenge to showcase their racecraft and discovering the wet line. Kasi, di ba, there are certain corners here na mag-cross over yung wet and dry line, like dun sa SS. That's one of the famous SSs from turn 2 to turn 4. And napakadelikado pa dahil wala masyadong runoff area dun sa mga corners na yan. If one car slips out and crashes into another, well, that will create like a domino effect for the cars behind.
Alright, we are back. And yeah, so yung SS ng Watkins Glen is a ano ba tawag dyan? A torture or a hell.
Yeah, really a hell.
Because most of the races, they laging may issues on the turn 3. And then, who's that?
I think Luis de los Reyes went too wide on that corner. And I think he went back to the pits right now. And let's take a moment to welcome on our commentary box Tyrone. Tyrone has now arrived. Hello, Tyrone. Tyrone Jasper.
Hello, guys. Kumusta?
Yay! So, welcome Tyron again, Tyron Jasper from Track Esports.
Alright. So, ayun, kumusta? Mukhang may bagyo sa track natin today,
Umuulan.
Umuulan.
Na-brief mo ba yung mga drivers na yung possible na strategies nila kapag umuulan?
Actually, kahit yung track esports ngayon, medyo na-shock sila. Bakit umuulan? Sira yung mga training nila, yung mga practice nila.
Puro dry line.
But
then, it will be a chance for them to showcase ngayon yung good racecraft nila. Kasi hahanapin nila yung grip, hahanapin nila yung tamang strategy nila. Will they be backing out or parang let the others dice each other para to take the opportunity later on? Lalo at may mga corners dito na critical para sa proper racing.
Talagang this race will test their limits. They will push to their limits talaga na yung diskarte mo before round 1, round 2 talagang mag-iiba during this race. So tingnan natin ngayon kung sinong matibay.
Wait lang po.
Okay, sure.
So, where are we now? Are we on quali? Okay, qualifying now. Wait, countdown in 1 minute. So, right now we're in quali. Wait,
That's how many minutes past qualifying? I think 2 minutes has passed already. 2 minutes na ba nag-pass?
Yeah. Almost
2 minutes.
1.5. Yeah, so we're in quali with the Procast drivers. Okay, so I'll give it to you, JC now.
Tatanungin muna ako sa inyo, sir. Dahil syempre, for some reason, di ba, na parang ngayon at this round, binalik nyo na yung wet tires. So, specifically ba dito sa Seto Corsa right now, na nasa-simulate ba na maayos yung in terms of physics, yung wet track physics?
So, so binalik natin yung wet tires natin. So, as you can see, wait, hindi makita. Pero anyway, though, people are now on wet tires. The reason is there's a not issue or not a problem with the GR tires on the wet. Pero meron pa rin kasing wetness feel on the track when you're using the dry tires, especially when you're driving in the racing line while it's on the wet condition. So, binalik natin wet tires natin para at least they will still have a better grip on the wets since they're using wet tires. But still, there's no wet physics from the content CSP patch.
Okay.
So we're still just using the like standard physics ng game, but there's still a wetness. So even though it's it's still raining and then the racing line is still wet, and then they can still overshot the corners. You can still use the dirty part of the track to get more grip instead of the usual dry line on the way. So driving skills na with the drivers on how they are adjust on the wet races.
Alright. Okay, thank you, Sir Da. At baka papanoorin mo na muna ata at baka mag-steward ka dyan. Basta-basta hahanapin mo sino yung mga nag-cross ng pit exit lines eh.
Stick to eh.
Safety lang naman ang ating mga competitors ang ginano natin. So Jasper, ikaw, do you have any experience dito sa track na to, dito sa Watkins Glen? Or nicknamed as the Glen?
Actually, personally for me, hindi pa ako nakapag-try dito sa track na to. And usually kasi, ang ano ko is more on yung sa mga GD3 talaga na cars. And ang pinagpa-practicean ko kadalasan, bukod sa, siyempre, sa Philippine tracks natin na CIS and BRC, Monza, and yung kadalasan na nasa na-encounter natin sa mga games natin katulad ng Assetto Corsa. Pero personally, itong track na to, wala akong experience kahit na isa. Pero talagang isa rin sa maganda dito sa ating GR86 stuff is talagang hindi masyadong ginagamit yung mga common track. So, it will result na talagang magiging equal yung background. Medyo yung iba, medyo merong experience pero it's little to none na talaga magiging fair yung laban. How about you?
Yeah, I think, well, I've driven this truck before sa ACC. I think it's part of the one of the trucks sa ACC as far as I remember. So I think some of our drivers as well have experience here. But yeah, since this is a different car, different simulator, so I agree with you na it might be really a challenge to everyone. Dahil nga parang back to sila. Lalo na't umuulan ngayon. Because most probably sanay sila na dry and track kapag nag-drive sila nagko-compete. I think some of the drivers right now are struggling to set their lap times. And patapos na ang 7-minute mark. Almost mag 7 minutes na. And I think amateurs are now preparing their setups for the wets. And na-brief, sabi mo kanina, na-caught off guard din yung driver sa track esports. Did anyone expect na ulan? Kasi for the past days, sa practice server, it was kind of dry. Umulan lang ng madaling araw. Ngayon lang race day. Surprise!
Tama. So ito rin yung maganda sa sim racing. It's not particularly fixed na okay, yung practice natin puro dry. Pero what if kung realistic yung lugar? So realistic din dapat yung weather. And right now, it's really raining dun sa track natin. That's why yung track natin is raining. So hindi to pinag-usapan o hindi to pinagplanuhan ng mga race directors natin. But it's dependent on the actual weather on that track. So sa mga nanonood dyan at nagtataka bakit umuulan, so, yun yung sagot na hinihintay mo.
And I think yun na lang siguro yung challenge sa mga drivers is that magkaroon sila ng proper vision sa harap nila, lalo na sa mga may mga simulators na sa graphic settings nila naka-enable yung mga particles, yung mga particle effects. Dahil unlike real life racing, wala tayong mga tear-offs or wala pa tayong mga proper na dito siguro. Napansin ko sa sim, hindi siya hydrophobic yung layer ng sa windshield eh. So I think yun isa sa mga challenge kapag may spray, lalo na yung mga nakahayang graphics. But probably yung iba, gagawin nila, iloload nila yung graphics. So that may kita pa nila yung car in front.
Overshoot.
So I think a few people, are really struggling to find the grip. Some of them are going wide. I'm not quite sure if they're on their flying lap right now, but they're on the final corners. So we don't want to go wide on this corner. Don't want to slip onto the grass, else you might face the wall. And someone did face the wall. Oh, I think it's just a bug on the server. Dumiretso siya eh. I was like, bakit dumiretso siya pupunta sa stand? Gulat ako.
Alright. So JC, may question ako. Anong ginagawa mo or anong adjustment ang ginagawa mo sa driving styles mo whenever you encounter wet track or raining track na katulad nito?
One thing's for sure, there's some tweaks sa suspension. There's also, you want, especially kapag ka nagko-corner ka, you want more of the aero if that's available sa setup sa kotse. But pinaka-critical sa lahat is that I will avoid the dry line as much as possible. Dahil, if example, for the past days, madaming nag-drive rubbered Indian truck, those dry lines may expect mo may mga rubber particles yan sa ano. So if you accidentally hindi mo accidentally. For sure, tadaan ka doon a few times, especially on this track sa Watkins Glen. If nagkataon, you are hovering over the dry line and wala kang control, you will slip out. So talaga dito, may iba talaga yung racing line mo. Mag-i-imagine ka ng ibang line. And you need to anticipate the other lines ng competitors mo as well. Kasi syempre, it's no longer a dry track. May ibang strategies nila, may iba din strategies mo. Yun yung magpapasakit sa ulo mo.
How about sa mga braking points and yung mga turn-in points mo ba? May mga changes din bang kailangan i-consider during those wet tracks na katulad nito?
Yeah, of course. For sure, you'll be braking earlier, a bit earlier, and a bit easier. Hindi ka masyado yung parang biglaan ka mag-brake. Else, if you lock up your brakes and bigla ka, wala kang grip nga, dahil nga wet and track, there's a surface of water above the track. And if the tires don't have the grip, you will aquaplane or hydroplane. What happens is that your car will essentially be floating and you're just a passenger right now. So wala ka ng control, wala ka ng grip eh. Yung tires pa naman yung pinaka-importanting one of the most important parts of the car since it translates whatever your engine has. And someone, I think, just slipped off and hit the wall right there. Yeah, that's the danger of Watkins Glen. Wala masyadong runoff area on some corners. So, yeah, those are braking points. Yeah, you'll be a bit earlier and a bit easier. Hindi ka bigla-bigla mag-brake because you want to feel if mag-lock na ba yung brakes mo or what. And since nga may iba yung racing line mo, yung mga turn-in points mo might differ. So sometimes you're taking a line too wide. Sometimes, from a early apex, pupunta ka late apex because iniiwasan mo yung dry line. So it really depends on the track. Kapag alam mo talaga. And pakita importance in real life, napapansin nyo, naglalakad sila sa track so that they can observe the changes, they can observe the track, they can observe possible wet lines, possible strategies throughout the weekend.
As you can see here, medyo konti pa lang yung nakakapag-set ng time sa qualifying natin because they're really having a hard time sa pag-record ng kanilang mga laps. And yun yung isang challenges din dito. Ang daming mga crashes and hopefully later sa mga races natin, although it's very expectant na magkakaroon talaga ng mga sarguhan dyan later.
For sure, lalo na kapag hindi sila familiar sa side by side with wet racing, yeah, that will be a real challenge, especially in these corners. I've watched videos before na sa Watkins Glen, and one of those videos featured talaga a wet race. So, sabi ng driver na ini-interview dun sa video is that kaya na sabi ni Sir, hell yung corners na yung SS. Dahil imagine mo, yung walls are really close to the track, and if you're driving on wet and may mga kasabay ka sa harap at likod, you need to really be cautious na you don't cause an incident. As in, makikita mo sa video na yon na easy on the throttle lang siya, easy sa braking. He's really monitoring left and right, front and back. Kasi he doesn't want to spin out, he doesn't want to slip, he doesn't want to cause any incident. Dahil domino effect na yan from his point papunta sa likod if ever there's an incident that will happen. So, maybe, gaya na sabi mo, pagdating na race, things might happen on those corners. High-speed corner pa naman yung SS na yun eh. So, imagine someone taking the dry line. Yung pang kinakatakot ng driver na in-interview. Since you're moving from wet to dry line, you're hovering over those two lines constantly. Kailangan easy siya sa sa throttle niya para hindi mag-spin agad yung sa likod. Just imagine this in sim racing right now in our event in GR86 Cup. What might happen on those SS? Well, we will see later on after qualifying. Lalo na pag nag-bunch up sila.
Oo, tama.
And I think most of the pros, I think sila pa lang ang nakapag-set ng time, ng good time. And I think the amateurs, 5 minutes has passed already for their qualifying, and I think only a handful have set their time. Yes, right.
AM class.
Yeah, Marhi Chavez just set 2 minute 11 seconds. Ethan Rubio also set a 2 minute 8. I think those are the amateur drivers so far that have set a valid lap time. Yeah, it's really a challenge, especially if you're not really experienced in these things. Yeah, one of our favorite drivers because his livery, I think is it St. Peter pa din ba? Naku, magsusundo talaga siya dito.
Oo. Ganun pa rin. The best livery in this race right now.
Oh, one of those liveries featured the Toyota Gazoo Racing. So, yeah, nabalitaan mo ba, Jasper, yung recently, I think the Asia Cup Finals for the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup was held recently in Kuala Lumpur. And I think our competitors from the Philippines, yung mga nag-podium place sa local event, sa local regional finals dito, went there. And yeah, I think the other countries have won. Sino ba yung nanalo doon? Indonesia and Malaysia. I think the individual the one that won, 'di ba? Sa individual category, Malaysia and nanalo Indonesia. Last year, one of the competitors, the current competitors, Luis Moreno, I think placed P2 in individual that qualified him for the final sana sa Spain. However, yeah, there were unfortunate news na kaya hindi siya nakapunta doon sa final sa Spain. But he hoped to get that back. But unfortunately, we're still proud. I don't know. Erase that. We're still proud of their performance. Yeah, because they reached that far. Imagine mo, they started in sim racing. Those three guys, Luis Moreno, Russell Reyes, and Enzo Iso. They started in sim racing, and now they're competing internationally. Imagine that.
It's a huge honor kasi kung makikita mo, hindi ganun kasikat at hindi ganun ka-accessible ang sim racing here in the Philippines, but still there are these people na they are trying their best, they are talagang sacrificing seat times para makapag-compete and makapag-bring ng honor, and P4 overall is a huge honor for us, 'di ba? Kasi Asia talaga medyo malaki yung competition dyan. Still, talagang medyo malayo yung narating natin on this view. So, congratulations kila Luis Moreno, Russell Reyes, and Enzo sa pag-bring ng honor for the Philippines. And we are proud for your participation and your win on that competition.
Yeah, and I think a day before that, may pro-am na parang exhibition race. Tama ba, sir, na one of the Wonder Boys na sinasabi nyo? One of the Wonder Boys ng SRPH ba yun? Yung nanalo na si Jamil Lacuna. Yung nag-first place din sa ano?
Yeah, so the original Wonder Boy. Hello, Jamil Lacuna, if you're watching. So, Jamil Lacuna was the first we call him Wonder Boy because he just popped up somewhere when we were just racing in the auto industry event also, and the online races. And then he was really fast because he was still he was young that time, and then he was really fast. That's why we called him the Wonder Boy. And yeah, he won the pro-am media class, I think, on the event there in Kuala Lumpur, the GT Cup Asia. Congrats to Mr. Jamil Lacuna of Auto Industry.
Yeah, congratulations, Sir Jamil Lacuna, for that wonderful win of that exhibition race. And congratulations to our Philippine team. We're proud of you, Luis Moreno, Russell Reyes, and Enzo Ison. I think those two, Russell Reyes is the current Wonder Boy, and Enzo Ison, sabi nga doon sa post, is the next Wonder Boy.
Hindi, patito na daw yun si Russell eh. Patito boy na daw yun.
Patito boy.
Alright.
Wow. Okay. Bon Bonsaonoy has set the fastest lap on wets with 2 minutes 5 seconds. Wow, what a performance from the amateur class. He was able to find the right lines over there. Currently, we have P2 Michael Velasquez at 2 minutes and 6. Sean Hafalian P3 at 2 minutes and 6.4. And P4 Roy Numeri Paris 2 minutes 6. Yeah, it's really a close. The timings are really close with one another in this wet conditions. This will really showcase the racecraft of each driver, of each competitor that we have here. Is qualifying already done? Can we confirm that, sir? Qualifying already done?
Yep. I think quali is done. They're just making finish the
All right.
But yeah.
Overtime, I think Ethan Rubio right now is still running. He has currently set the fastest time in Sector 1. Okay, the purple sector right over there. I think it's coming now to the where the track name got its name. Where the track got its name. This is a section of where it's shaped like a feet. So it's now currently on the uphill toe. Now onto the boot. Then after the boot is the heel. Yeah, if you look at the bird's eye view of the track, this portion of the track is shaped like a foot. More like, or mas proper siguro kung shaped like a shoe. So I think Ethan Rubio, wow, he's currently purple sectors on 1 and 2. Let's see what will happen on 3. This is one of the fastest corners on the track, going to turn 10 and 11. I hope no one's blocking the pit entry line.
You know what happened is the guy in front and Ethan Rubio is just lucky. They were just lucky because the rain just finished.
Wow, he's lucky that he's lucky then.
Yeah.
And I think it's not enough. He was a bit slow, but I think he placed himself within the top 10.
Oh,
Gerrit Montemayor set the fastest lap at the last minute with a 2-minute 4. I think tama nga sabi ni Sir Da na just in time at the very end of qualifying nawala yung ulan. So I think the track is slowly drying up. This will be a fun race.
wow.
Okay, Jomel Pinggul set the fastest lap right now, 2 minutes and 4. Wow, provisional pole. Dami nagpapalitan sa pole position. I think some other competitors are still running. I think there are some other cars as well. I think there are 3 cars left.
Oh.
Simon Gak on provisional pole right now. And I think he just finished everything off with the
and that's it.
And that's it. Qualifying is done. And good performance from the amateur class. I think they have dominated the first 6 positions for top 10. Simon Gak on pole, Rainier Castillo on P2, Jomel Pinggul P3, Kenneth Montemayor on P4, Nino Gonzalez on P5, Romuel Saonoy on P6, P7 Michael Velasquez, P8 Sean Hafalia, P9 Roy Ripahip, and P10 Ethan Rubio. What can you say about that, Jasper? What can you say about that? That was a good show by the amateur class.
Yeah. Napaganda yung dahil nga tumigil yung ulan. So, they were able to catch up on the pacing kasi yung nasa pro class talagang wet track sila. Pero yun nga, nahabol ng amateur. So, majority of our pole position or yung mga frontliners natin sa amateur, tingnan natin kung ano magiging difference compared sa first 2 rounds. Kasi ngayon dominated ng amateur ang ating lead. Especially yung mga starting rounds.
I think they waited it out no? Tingin mo. They hinintay talaga nila yung opportunity na yon dahil tinan mo, gaya na sabi ni Sir Da, biglang nawala na yung ulan.
Yun nga yung maganda rin dito. Yung biglang pagkawala ng ulan napaganda sa kanila. And also, meron bang way na parang ma-predict nila yung ulan na at this time? Yeah. So,
weather radar ba kasi at the course? I'm not good. Hindi ko pa masyado na explore. Meron bang weather radar?
Wala. So, talagang bato sa langit kung anong mangyayari sa weather. Pero meron tayong website which we can see what's the weather per hour. But it's not accurate na let's say on the next hour will be a light rain or maybe a drizzle or whatever kasi the weather changes eh. So the next hour is this weather but when it get to that hour hindi iba. So we cannot really say what's the weather on the next 30 minutes or what. So we'll see later tonight. So right now we have amateurs, one, two, three, four, five guys, six guys in the front. Six amateur guys in the front, and then the rest are pro. We'll see how it will go on the on turn one, lap one.
I think we are now preparing for race number 1. 40 seconds is left until the race will start. I think everyone has been placed on their grid positions. Someone went back to the pits. I think so.
Pag nag-went back to the pits, no more. You cannot go back to the grid. So you'll need to
Itulak.
start in
Hindi
the
na po
pit
itulak.
lane. Alright, we'll see. Earl, wala nang ano yan. Hindi kaya lumipad sa harap mo. Hindi. Diyan mo na lang.
Take note lang din guys, di ba? Meron pa rin probability or may chance pa rin na umulan ulit during the race, right?
Yep. And then lights up and where we go. So let's see. Let's see in the front. Okay, go ahead, JC.
So right now we're the first two cars are already head to head, side by side, and I think the first corner is one of the critical corners to pass. I don't think someone will be surviving the corner after that incident right over there. So the first three for our podium correction, our P1, P2, P3 in qualifying have been on a comfortable lead right now after that slip. I think someone spun out the first turn. Oh, that's unfortunate. One of our front runners in the championship have crashed into each other. And yeah, nakikita ko dito sa live timing screen on my other monitor. Yeah, there's lots of incidents, lots of crashes. And I think it's an easy race, I think, for the first three of our of P1, P2, P3 right now. Do you think, Jasper? What do you think?
Maganda yung racing ng first three natin and hopefully they can hang on sa mga position na hawak nila.
I think someone spun out on that corner. I think what corner was that? I think that's after the outer loop. Oh my god.
Oh.
I think someone unsafely returned to the track and someone just spun out again. Yeah, I think the track is not perfectly dry. I think may kaunting wetness pa din yan. So if the competitors are listening right now, I wish that you will still be careful and wary of the conditions. Try to feel the grip, and I hope there's not much incidents later on. I think 2 seconds right now is the gap. Oh no, it's the reduced now to 1 second. Sean Hafale is now chasing the pack of amateurs in front of him, followed by Michael Velasquez, Luis de los Reyes, Roy Vipahip, Joshua Nabus, and Zuriel and Mahi Chavez. Who's our current front runner right now for the points for the professional? I think it's Joshua, right? So yeah, Joshua Nabus is currently leading the points. And I think now he has made the move with Vipahip, and I think he's now taking P7. On our amateur class, I think the leader, who is our leader right now?
Amateur class is on...
I think it's Rainier Castile. Yeah, Rainier Castile leads the points.
No, Pingle.
It's Pingle
on the point. Yeah. Sorry, Castile, sorry.
It's Rainier Castile, and now he's on P2. And I think Sean Hafalia has overtaken Rainier Castile. They're now side by side going into the outer loop. He takes the inside line and takes P2. It's now approximately 1 second behind our leader of the race, Jomel Pinggul. So with the current action that's happening, do you think madaming reviewing si Sir Da at saka yung ating mga pillars ng SRPH after the race?
Yes. Marami rin magpo-protest yan because of talagang rambulan yung nangyayari, especially pag wet track. And hopefully ma-practice pa rin nila yung yung safe pacing na tinatawag natin. And wag sanang mangibabaw yung aggressiveness. Kasi medyo basa pa rin yung track. So, ingat pa rin.
Ikaw, Sir Da, handa na ba ang gamot sa sakit ng ulo mo, Sir Da?
Let's see tonight. Tomorrow pala.
Tomorrow na, buti hindi tonight.
Tomorrow ba yan? Tomorrow ba?
Nakakapahinga pa.
But there's some good races happening. Sino to? Si Nabush and
following Luis
Luis.
Reyes, I think last round. Sila Roy yung silang dalawa. But yeah, right now, going to the main straight right now. Will he make a move going into turn 1? I think he will be taking the inside line. In an attempt to take P6, I think he did it well and safely. So, Sean Taoy, one of our amateur drivers, have spun out, I think, and is forced to go back to the pits for repairs. And Zuriel, oh no, I think it's going to turn 2. He's just waiting for the other cars to pass. I think, yeah, that's a great example of safely returning to the track. Don't just barge in while other cars are coming their way on your point, because you will cause a crash. Looking at the leaderboards of our points, I think, yeah, it's I will give a huge congrats right now for Track Esports for maintaining a consistent performance. I think they're leading the points right now for Pro-Am after round 2 by about 30 points. Wow. I think everything's going well there in Track Esports.
Yeah. And our team is very cautious on protecting those positions sa ating leaderboard. Hopefully ma-maintain, but still there's a lot, the competition is tough, especially Joshua Nabus na talagang is pushing his best sa ating races. So it's a threat for Trap Esports, but still very cautious sila, especially the track nabasa, talagang nasira yung strategy ng team, and they have to adapt talaga.
Yeah, and we're halfway already to our season. And I think everyone's anticipating the final round, because sabi nga ni Sir Da kanina doon sa briefing, double points ang round 6. So I guess everyone will be really competitive for the next rounds. So Track Esports is followed by Forza Philippines, followed by Veloce Regatsa in P3, P4 Team Arcadia, P5 Artito Racing, 6 is Track Esports Sigma, the other team of Track Esports, P7 Chicane Esports, P8 RRW Valvoline, P9 Cachao Racing, P10 Speedball Racing, P11 TVP Racing, P12 Team Sibakers. I think yan si Ninong Leo, Uncle Ninong Leo, Team Sibakers. P13 JGM Racing Team. So yeah, P11 ang team namin, TVP Racing Vector Project. Well yeah, di pa kami ganun ka-expert sa road racing. We're more on formula. So I think they're still practicing, but I think nakikita ko sa recent practice sessions nila, they're really improving. Sean is leading the way actually sa TVP. He's the one actually managing the setups most of the time, and nangihingi lang siya ng feedback sa amin when he's giving out the setups. So at least alam na niya kung ano i-improve. He's more experienced actually on both sides, road racing and formula, and was lucky to meet him at the Vector Project on racing with him dun sa EA Sports F1. Okay, the other drivers and the pros are catching up with the amateur class that have placed in the first 6 positions on the grid. So I think the track is slowly drying up, the dry line is slowly appearing. So I guess this will be a challenge dahil nga ano ba yung nasabi last rounds. I think sabi nga ni Sir Da, sabi din ni Sir Aldo na hindi naman kailangan mag-yield ng amateur to the pros. Hindi din kailangan mag-yield ng pros to the amateurs, because now this will be equal racing to both of them. But I think yung challenge na ng matitira is those nagkaroon ng road ng success ballast. Sino ba ang ating mga binigyan ng success ballast?
Madami tayong binigyan.
So I think after round 2 ang nadagdagan. Yeah, Joshua Navas is currently trying to carry 30 kilograms of weight. Luis also has 30 kilograms. Roy has 10 kilograms. Michael Velasquez, swerte. Nandi swerte because he wasn't able to attend, I think, last round. So nabawas siya sa 10 kilograms. Corwin Mercado, also now on 10 kilograms. On amateur class, Rainier Castil, I think he is the heaviest on the whole grid with more than, mas madami pa sa isang sako ng bigas, isang kaban ng bigas. 60 kilograms. So I think that's the reason why he's struggling to catch up. I think almost everyone has passed Rainier Castil right now. Imagine mo 60 kilograms mo naman ang dala-dala mo. Followed by Errol Bien with 20 kilograms, Kenneth Montemayor with 10 kilograms, James Malubay 10 kilograms, and Ethan Rubio. Dahil wala siya sa podium, I think last time si Ethan.
Yeah.
So
That's
tinanggalan na siya.
Yes,
So wala na
minus
siyang
10
weight.
kilograms.
Right.
Is Leo's fighting with Leo. AM
Oh,
class.
sino yung ating Ninong, Uncle Ninong.
Again,
Or
Ave
someone
Marina.
behind him. Jay Rosario.
Jay Rosario. Yeah.
Like, Uncle Ninong Leo will be defending for his life for this position. P17. Yeah, Team Sibakers, yes, let's go.
Team Sibakers.
So the pros have caught up with the amateurs. So I think Jomel Pingle will be trying to defend his position. He has a back marker behind him. Michael Velasquez right now has I think overtook the position from Sean Hafalia because they went to the pits right now. They will be taking their mandatory pit stop. There's only one mandatory pit stop, no, sir?
Yes, only one mandatory pit. You just need to add the fuel, then go out again on the track.
And we have 4 minutes of racing remaining, so that's approximately 2 to 3 laps, plus 1 lap. Yeah.
Ay, Earl, pwede mo ilipat yung ano na yan sa baba ng time. Thanks.
Max Ablan has currently taken his pit stop, and I think is going out right now. He is one of the favorites in terms of the car livery because he's featuring St. Peter with Jesus in front of the hood. I just hope he won't be hindi siya magsusundo ng mga drivers natin ngayon. Well, luckily nag-dry out yung track, so there's less chance of people coming in for St. Peter.
Thanks.
Dapat pala nagpapa-sponsor tayo sa St. Peter.
Parang ayoko ata.
Oh, there's now a tight battle between Rainier Castillo and Luis de los Reyes. Both have ballast, but Rainier, having the heavier car, must yield to Luis de los Reyes. And now is currently on P4. Okay, how many drivers left? I think the front runner, Jomel Pingol, has yet to take the pit. So I think may mga magbabago sa positions. I think Michael Velasquez din. I think it's a good race so far after that unfortunate incident on lap 1. I think everything's going well as of the moment.
Pit stop of pit, yeah.
Pit stops, I think, the first 9 placers currently have yet to take their pit. Now, Jomel Pingol went to the pits. Yeah, it's rapidly changing right now, folks. Most of our front runners are taking the pits to get their 1 liter of fuel. Just 1 liter, yeah. I think where will they come out? Will the other peeps who have taken their pits earlier be able to undercut them? We will see. Where is Sean Hafalia as of the moment? Let's see the live timing right here on my other monitor.
P3.
Yeah, Falia is now back on P3, is now chasing Michael Velasquez. I think he's side by side with another car at pit exit, but Josh Manabos is following behind Sean Hafalia. I think it will be a breeze later on. Jomel Pingul with a comfortable lead, 2 seconds ahead of Michael Velasquez. Michael Velasquez now 3 seconds ahead of Sean Hafalia, and Joshua Nalbo still less than a second behind less than a second behind. Yeah, I think with 1 minute left, I think 1 lap plus 2 laps na lang remaining. Sorry, Mga ganito. Pag natapos nila yung...
One
more or
lap.
less.
As one lap. So
3
this
laps?
lap is 1 lap.
Mga 3 laps pa siguro, 2 laps na lang.
2 laps, 2 laps.
2 laps, okay.
The track is currently drying out na talaga. Parang fully dried na yung track natin. So, yung strategies nila is talagang nagbabago na.
And then most of them are on dry tires.
Yeah, they changed their tires though. I think wala na naka-wets here. Wala naka-wets. Everyone is on dry tires. And we have Ethan Rubio right behind Marie Chavez. And Ethan Rubio now switches to the inside line, going into turn number 8. Going now to turn number 9. I think, yeah, Ethan Rubio takes P10. Okay, we have some action between Kachao and Track Esports as of the moment. Lightning McQueen.
Kachao.
Alright, now we will pan our camera now to Sean Taoy. Yeah, my fellow TVP racer is now following behind Adrian Taeg. Yeah, natandaan ko naman si Adrian Taeg. Yeah, ikaw yung tao nandun sa work laptop ko probably before.
Na-confront mo na ba yan, bro?
Di pa eh. Nakita ko na lang kasi sa mga lumang account dun sa laptop.
Kamusta naman ang search history niyan?
No, di naman. Di ako nakalagin sa account dyan. Nakita ko lang doon sa users. Like, that's my, nandun yung pangalan ko. So, Tayag. Okay, I'll take note of this name. I think siya yung pinalitan ko. Luis De Estrella is fighting. Yeah, I think ito na naman dalawa. I think since round 1 and round 2, nagalaban na itong dalawa for their positions. Roy and Luis, side by side, going into the shoot, turn number 6. Who will be taking the lead after the final lap? Who do you think? Who you got your money on, Jasper? Kay Luis o kay Roy?
Si Luis yung usually na nakikita ko nag-stand out sa clash na, pero actually kung makikita mo, kung papanorin mo, they're very equal. Parang alam mo yun, parang katapat talaga nila yung isa't isa. Their racecraft is actually the same eh.
Yeah,
How about you? Sino ba ang pamato mo dyan?
Pantay eh. Nakikita si Roy kumukompete yun sa ACC at nakikita ko na yun. I think kukompete yun sa international sim racing events. Si Luis, nakita ko yun kahit sa F1 sa amin sa TVP. And when pupunta ka na Monza Barcade, makita doon yung pangalan sa mga leaderboard eh. So, I think they have an equal battle right now. They're really close within each other. 2 tenths within each other. James Malubay, I think he's trying to catch up. I think isa sa mga naapektuhan ba nung incident earlier. Not quite sure how far behind. I think he was one of the front runners after ng first race. He's now finding himself at the back of the pack. Race control, do we have any update? Final lap na ba or there's one more lap?
No, we have one. Asan siya? Asan yung... No, may isa pang lap yan.
One more lap. So there's 2 more laps, including this lap. Okay. So I think there's still a chance for Michael Velasquez to take the win. He's now less than a second behind Jomel Pingol. He's maintaining the pressure kay Jomel. And slowly, as he approaches Jomel, unti-unting nag-fill up yung mirror si Jomel. Nakikita niya may itim na kotse sa likod niya. Oh no. You got your money on your your own driver, no, Jasper? Tingin mo.
Of course. As their leader, talagang full support tayo sa team. And actually, I'm super proud with my team. And hopefully, ikaw din. Siyempre, yung mga team mo din.
Yeah, Sean Nafale. Yeah, ito yung isa naman napansin ni Sir Early. iShow Speed is featured on his hood. Yeah, marami sa aming fans ni iShow Speed.
Oo.
Kaya marami sa kanya naglagay ng mukha niya. Sa
ang dami naging fan ni iShow Speed dito sa Philippines dahil ang ganda nung ginawa ng IRL stream.
Yeah, nakakatuwa nga yung punta si Jensen eh.
No,
one more lap, I think.
Ano yung nakalagay sa taas? No, checkered flag. Checkered flag. Checkered flag.
Okay, leaders na on the final lap. I don't know why is he celebrating. Tapos na ba ang race?
Yeah,
Hindi.
checkered. Checkered flag,
Okay.
checkered flag.
Checkered flag, okay. Jomel Pinggul takes the win for race number 1, followed by Michael Velasquez at P2. Joshua Nabus at the last lap was able to overtake Sean Afalia on P3. Afalia on P4, Ripahip on P5. A close battle between him and Luis de los Reyes. Just 1/10 within each other. P7, Rainier Castile, our frontrunner for the amateur class points. P8, Simon Gak. I think they're also from the same team, Forza Philippines. P9, Corwin Mercado. P10, Ethan Rubio. Wow.
Oh. Ganda ng lineup.
Hindi pa tapos to.
Dominated pa rin ng
I think the other
amateur.
the other drivers right now are crossing the line. Max Zablan trying na isundo ata si Adrian, but no, wag na. Patapos na yung race. And one of our frontrunners din sa points, Kent Montemayor. Quite unfortunate to see him at the back of the pack. I think naapektuhan niya. He was one of those na naapektuhan sa race. He finds himself in P20. James Malubay P21, Marina yung P22, Basilio P23, Feliza P24. Nino Gonzalez P25, FBY Gabaton FP26. Marcos Lacambra P27. Errol Bien, I think Lacambra made a statement. I'm not quite sure what he did. Spun out. Errol Bien P28. Bonbon Saonoy P29. Carlos Miguel Yabut P30. And Talana yung P31. I think there are other drivers as well. I think ito si Cool SG Nathan M. Nathaniel P32. And Drenz Gabriel and P33. Rosario in P34 and Alojado P35. Marcelo in P36. I think they find themselves back in the pit. Alojado, I think, is one of the winners before, di ba? I think, anong event ba yun? BTCC ba yun?
Super Cup.
Super Cup, yeah. He is the winner on the Super Cup. Previous event of Sim Racing Philippines. And I think they're doing their victory lap. I think most of the Forza Philippines peeps are making their victory lap and other cars are following behind. So yeah, congratulations to Jomel Pinggul of the amateur class for taking the win. And also congratulations to Michael Velasquez for taking the win for the pro class.
Congrats.
Tight yung race kina Joshua. Naglalabanan sa points ng dalawa. I think just 1 point ahead si Joshua.
1 point, yeah. Can be tight. But,
just 1
point. Si Pinggol active to sa mga fan races ng track esports. And talagang performing well siya. And right now, talagang kita mo naman sa T1 siya ngayon.
Alright, so that was race 1. I hope you guys were enjoying when you enjoyed the action from wet to dry. And yeah, good.
Okay, we're now preparing for race 2 and the grid position for race 2 will be the one na naset nila sa race 1, diba? Tama, Sir Da?
Yes, correct. So the grid results from race, the results from race 1 will be the grid results for race 2. And so on pole is Jomel Pinggul followed by Michael Velasquez.
So this is a good chance for Forza Philippines to take a huge amount of points if Jomel Pinggul also takes the win for race 2. But we will see about that after the grid has been set up.
Ilang seconds pa, Earl? 5. I want to thank again sponsors. So we still have more time. So thank you again for helping us promote sim racing and help the drivers and participants enjoy what they're doing. And thank you RibbonArc Motorsports, Sim Tour Premier, Sregawo, The Vector Project, Gameline. Thank you Gameline. Sino pa ba? Track Esports.
Yung Código mo, Sir Da.
Wala na naman yung Código. Nakalito kasi ito eh. So yeah, thanks all. And then the community, the graphics, DMR, ESC, Overboost, Piggy Parts, 7-Star Garage, Simple Premier, SkyDrive, Soul Exhaust, Strigawa, Track Esports, TVP, Veloce, Ragazzo. So we're now on race 2. On the grid is P1 is Jomel Pengol with his Underglow Need for Speed vibes.
Ganda eh.
Think there's 1 minute left. Let's try to address yung mga nag-comment sa ating stream. Yes, Joel Kelly Mabao, one of our best drivers sa rally racing. I think he's the one leading sa AAP, Digital Rally Motorsports. Tatanong niya kung tapos na ba? No, may race to pa. May race to pa. Abangan mo lang. Sino pa ba? Denver Abbott, yeah. Unfortunately, si Denver, hindi siya maka-attend ngayon. He's one of the pro drivers. So he's cheering for the TVP boys. Yeah, thank you, Denver. Emir Cruz ask if multi-class being grid. Yes, Pro-Am magkasama sa isang race. And someone asked, I think nasagot na ni Boss Alexis Clapano, yung ano daw, kung iRacing daw ba o AC. No, it's AC. And hello, Doc Moy. Hello. Nag-hello sa comment section si Doc Moy.
Meron tayong from Cebu. Chicane Racing Sim Racing Lounge.
Si James Calana yung kailang ating
James Calana. Meron palang chat, no? Hindi natin tinitingnan.
Just napapansin na natin.
Alright.
How many seconds are left? I think countdown na.
There we go. Nice count.
Jomel Pingul takes the lead. Hey, sino yung P1? Ba't wala yung 1 dun sa marker ni Jomel? Now it's now he's now taking the lead. I think comfortable lang kanyang turn in sa turn 1, followed by Michael Velasquez. And who's on P3 right now? Joshua Nabus. Wow. Ganapala drops to P5. Venir Castillo still with a heavy car. Still in P6. I think magiging tight ang battle niya sa mga fast drivers behind him. Luis de los Reyes find himself down to P9, followed by Corwin Mercado and Emmanuel Ramos. I think wala masyadong incidents right now. Wow.
Malinis kayo yung round 2 dahil na-dry na yung ano. And also, na-practice nila yung cautiousness nila.
Oh no, I think there were some incidents. There's some incidents noted on turn 4. There's lots of collisions happening right on turn 4. Nag-appear din sa live timing page and I think it's quite a substantial damage. Quite a substantial damage sa masasakyan. They're now going slower than the usual.
Pero malaki yung difference mula dun sa kaninang race 1. Medyo malinis ngayon, kumaga.
Yeah, medyo malinis ngayon. But I think someone got caught off guard dun sa SS. Baka may iba dun hindi pa sanay may pag side by side. It's a high speed corner, diba? So the car will tend to really carry you to one side and another. May hindi na control masyado yung kailang ang throttle and steering wheel inputs, and they crash into one another. So Michael Velasquez right now finds himself in the lead. Wow, we missed that part. Joshua Nabos is behind Jomel Pingul on P3. But even though kahit P3 siya ngayon, he will still be taking the maximum points for amateur class if he maintains his position. So ang tight na kalaban na lang niya right now is Ethan Rubio in P6. And our front runners for pro class are fighting neck on neck, wheel to wheel. Joshua Nabus with a ballast. I think both of them has ballast. Takes the lead from Michael Velasquez. Wow. May good action talaga tayo dito. I think Jomel Pingul must be more concerned with the cars behind him rather than the one in front of him kasi maximum points pa din makukuha sa amateur, di ba?
Yes. You just need to stay there and keep it there until the 15 minutes finish. But the front guys are fighting. They want to be involved with that fight.
Yeah, wag ka lang mong istorbo sa laban ng dalawa. They're just fighting for a 1-point difference as of the moment.
Damang-dama yung balas niya. Damang-dama yung balas ni Joshua Nabos versus Michael Velasquez sa streets.
Yeah, sa straights talaga. Pero sa cornering, probably mas malaki yung grip niya.
Oo.
And we have a tight pack right behind. I think they're less than a second from each other. And there's a really tight corners with little runoff area. And it's kind of hard to judge things when when your mirrors are filled up with different colors rather than the road. So Simon Gak is finding himself battling with a pro driver, Luis de los Reyes, right beside him. And Luis takes the inside line. Simon Gak was able to avoid an incident. Almost hit into the side of a Luis de los Reyes and maintains his position. And there's Uncle Ninong Leo. Yes! Ang ating one of our good sponsors for our prizes, Uncle Ninong Leo. Isa po yun sa mga pinakabata. Yan sa mga pinakabata na drivers na, Sir Da. Isa yan po sa mga pinakabatang drivers.
Yan po yung uncle natin.
Kahit uncle bad ako commentator's course ba yun? Hindi naman.
Hindi siya. That's Sean.
Oh, it's not Sean. I think did Sean experience a problem? I think he's dropping places. I'm not quite sure what has happened right over there. Akala ko. Okay. Oh, si Ninong Leo yun. Oh, na-commentator's curse ba si Uncle Ninong? No? Baka nabati eh. Right behind, Kenneth Montemayor, Leo Odolio, and Marcos Lacambra are tight within each other. Wow. Okay, saan susok si Uncle Ninong? Uncle Ninong, anong balak ninyo?
Grabe.
Uncle Ninong, magaling ka talaga, pagpasok mo. Take that off the air. Okay, mabait po si Uncle Ninong. Pinagbigyan niya muna ang mga dalawa na sa harapan din niya. Kahit na sabi natin yung pinakabata yan, he's one of the most experienced drivers. Pero pinakabata siya. Isa sa mga pinakabata. Oo. Nakikita niyo siya. If you are actively racing sa overboost, you will see him in overboost. Right over there. Sino ba kaya nakikita natin? Simon Gak of Forza Philippines defending against Luis de los Reyes is now taking the outside line, forcing Luis to take the inside and slow down. I think he went too wide right over there. I think Kenneth Montemayor went too wide, almost slipped out over those curbs. Ako, delikado pa naman to take those curbs. They're so high. Yeah, when I took the track on the practice server, there were some curbs na talagang iiwasan mo. There are some curbs that are friendly na pwede mo i-cut. But yung mga, lalo na sa third one, yung mataas na curve dun yan, do not ever attempt to go over that, else you'll upset your car. Kenneth Montemayor, I think, will now be taking his mandatory pit stop. Where will he find himself behind? I think he will be making a huge undercut. Joe Peter De Jesus right behind P20 battling Marinay. Coming into third one, has the inside line. I think he has the faster exit speed. Who will come out supreme? I think it's Joe Peter De Jesus. No! It's Marinay, but he went too wide. But still maintains the place. Oh, napag one stop na ba lahat? Or counter yan nung kanina sa race 1?
No, I think it's a glitch.
Yeah, but I think sa race 1 yan kasi hindi pa napag-pit yung iba eh. I think Montemayor and Ramos pa lang natin napag-pit. Still side by side po mga kaibigan. I think Joshua Nabus is approaching with one of the back markers. I think there's a car in front of Nabus. And Nabus, having the heavier car, has a huge responsibility to defend against Michael Velasquez. Else Michael will take the lead on the points. Let's see, kasi alam ko fastest laps is Joshua last race. And I think a bit of a love tap but from Michael Velasquez. Medyo wet pa din yung ibang parts ng track. But I think
mga paddles pa rin.
Still may dry rin.
Paddles?
Yeah, may paddles pa din near the exits, near the curbs. But what siguro importante is that the dry line has already appeared sa track.
Let's check if there's rain.
7 minutes left in our race. Wow, ang bilis ng oras. Kaya na we're just holding a 15-minute race each round. 2 15-minute races now. 7 minutes are left. Rainier Castillo, the heaviest car on the grid right now, coming in for the pits. I think most of the cars right now are coming into the pits. I think this is the perfect time to go to the pits. Battle out anyone else. Yeah, 2 stops. I think yung 1 stop kanina is the pit stop earlier, race 1.
Yeah, I think binasa yung una.
And pansin natin yung mga nagko-comment sa ating live stream ito. Jonathan Tiongco, shout out daw po sa Philippine RC Drifters. And someone asked, Drake asked, saan daw pwedeng malaro? So, saan daw pwedeng malaro? Well, we are running, I think this is Assetto course. Tama, Sir Dan. Tama, Sir Dan. So, and we're currently holding the race in one of the servers of Veloce Ragazzo. So, thank you for that, Veloce Ragazzo, for the server. And Troy Bakiran from Forza PH, I think he's supporting the team right now. I think he's not racing, pero nag-race siya in the previous rounds. And we have Ethan Rubio right behind Corwin Mercado. I think nag-pressure ngayon si Corwin. Auto Pro yan, ibang class yan, you don't wanna battle it out, but of course you wanna make points. Ethan, comfortable ka naman dyan, kalaban mo yung sa likod mo.
Malayo naman. Ethan is one of the pioneer drivers of track esports and he's been performing well for the team. He brought a lot of honor na already. And right now, he's still proving his, ipinapakita niya pa rin yung skills niya throughout the races.
That's good racecraft right over there from Jomel Pingul as he witnessed someone going to the pit, so he took a wider line. Avoiding an incident, which is good. That's how you do proper racing, my folks. So I guess napag-usapan natin kanina din yung yung nag-compete sa Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup Asia Finals recently, no. And some of those competitors, kung hindi naman nabanggit before, all three either nag-race na ngayon in real life or nakapag-test na ng car. I think Luis Moreno tested na the Radical, dati sa Clark. Russell Reyes is competing now, diba, sa isang racing team, right? So, may mga ba tayo dito, sir? May mga nagsusupport ba sa ating league right? May mga sponsor ba tayo that offers some kind of mentorship or like a program for those who want to transition from sim racing or really want to enter real life motorsports?
Yeah, so we still have so for aspiring sim racing drivers who wants to experience
Inyo Gonzalez,
double hit Gonzalez. Sorry about that.
Inyo Gonzalez,
yeah.
unfortunately.
Back to the question. So we have RibbonArc Motorsports, who is also a sim racing driver before. So he's the one giving chances to sim racers to get into real racing experience. So he has also like no, not track the experiences, but before we have this when you won a championship in the series in Sim Racing PH, he give prize to let the champion test race cars. So lately medyo busy lang siya and then gamit na gamit yung mga sasakyan niya. Kaya medyo wala siyang prime ngayon. Pero in the future it might come back. So so if you have let's say dedication on sim racing and then you want to be somewhere else, just keep on doing what you're doing like sim racing, and then eventually you'll get to into the real racing cars also. Like we have Russell Reyes. He just started from drifting and then sim racing. I mean sim drifting and then sim racing, and then eventually he's now driving for Toyota Gazoo Racing Philippines in the Vios Cup. And also Jamil was just a sim racer who went to Gita Academy, almost won the Gita Academy, and then now he's racing also in the we call this Vios Cup in the Philippines, Toyota Gazoo Racing Philippines. Also, Luis Moreno, nag-test na rin siya ng mga race cars, like the Radical, like what you said also. Then yeah, so kaka-computer nyo, may mapupuntahan kayo.
So, luma na yung sinasabi ng nanay na, kaka-computer mo yan. Well, may mabubunga pala talaga.
Yes, oo.
And guys, pahilig din sa mga magulang nyo. Kaka-computer namin. Gumagaling kami magmaneho.
Who's this? Corwin Mercado?
Corwin Mercado, one of our pro drivers, right behind Mahi Chavez. Mahi, one, right?
Ako ni practice eh.
Oo. Nakita ko din sa practice service si attorney. Huwag nyo lang babanggain si attorney. Oh, someone in front disappeared. Nako. Nakatulan ba?
Hindi nag-fit. Who's that? Did not fit. I said in the briefing, if you don't do the fit, mandatory, you'll get DQ.
Ayan lang.
Kinuha ni Lord. Kinuha ni Saint Peter.
Saktong-sakto si attorney Mahi pa ang nasa likod. Hinatulan agad. Okay, hindi ka nag-fit. I will file. Last 25 seconds, I think, pag nag-cross na ng line si Velasquez, one more lap or two more laps?
Where is Michael Velasquez? Two more laps, I think.
Two more laps. Okay. He's now currently on the back straight.
Back
Oh,
straight.
oh no, after third one. Oh no. Back marker, yeah. One of the back markers. Nathaniel spun out at turn 1. Zuriel, I think, yeah, he was absent on round 2. He's now coming back here in round 3 battling Hanzana. Or Aranzana? Rather. Aranzanso. Now on the back straight. I think both of them are pro, right? Both of them are pro drivers.
Yeah.
Side by side, going to the outer loop. Who will yield? I'm not quite sure. I think Zuriel is one of the experienced in the drivers. No? I think, where does he hail from? Sang part ng Philippines?
Ano siya? CDO?
CDO, Cagayan de Oro.
Yeah. Same as Shane and Mr. Solexos.
Same din as kay yung leader right now for rally sa AAP, si Joel. Yeah, I think malapit sa CDO.
Oh, what's this? Fight in the front?
Nako, may naglalaban. They're really tight right now. 3/10 from each other. Huwag niyo pong awayin yung mga ibang class. Huwag niyo pong istorbohin. Si Joshua po naghahabol po yan ng points.
Wait, what happened? Bakit napunta si Joshua dyan?
Yung sa exit niya siguro sa pits. I'm not sure. Or kasabay niya si Michael kayo paglabas. Oh, well. Mabigat sa sakyan din. Final lap na ba?
Yep, final lap.
Okay, it's final lap. Michael Velasquez, our current leader, is on his final lap, followed by Roy and Jomel Pinggul in P3. If Jomel maintains his position, he will get maximum points. No, maximum, not maximum, kasi wala yata yung fastest. I'm not sure kung siya yung fastest lap. But he will get the points for P1 for amateur class. He's currently battling Marie Chavez. Wow, Attorney Marie right behind in P2 for amateur. Roy, Jomel, and Marie are neck on neck. Ganun katay ang battle right now nila.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. What has happened? No, Marie takes... Marie now takes a huge gap right now for the people behind. It's now 6 seconds right now behind Roy. So I think secured na. If things go well, secured na ang kina Michael, Jomel, and Roy. So it's up to Ethan Rubio to chase now his fellow amateur class drivers Malubay and Chavez. Pabayaan nyo na yung ibang class.
Pro and AM class. Last lap. Few corners left.
Thus, don't impede the other class.
Sean and Corwin ahead.
I think we can now focus on Michael Velasquez making a return on round 1. He's now on his final corner. And round 2, race number 2. And I think as he crosses the line, he's taking a victory maneuver. Takes the win for race 2, followed by Jomel Pingul winning for amateur class. Roy overtook, I think he got overtook in the last minute by Jomel. Takes P2 for pro. On a race P4, Mahi Chavez, James Amalubay P5, P6, Corwin Mercado, P7, Joshua Nabos, P8. Oh, what happened there? Someone won. P8, Ethan Rubio, P9, Sean Afalia. Hey, congrats, Sean. P10, Lacambra, P11, Rainier Castile. What a good performance by Rainier, despite having a heavy car. P12, Luis de los Reyes, P13, John Emmanuel Ramos, P14, Zuriel, P15, Kenneth Montemayor, P16, our Uncle Ninong Leo Dulio, P17, Max Sablan, P18, Aranzanso, P19, Nino Gonzalez, quite unfortunate he spun out, P20, Talanay, yeah, shout out to Chicane Esports, P21, Adrian Tayag, P22, Joe Peter De Jesus, P23 is Drenz, Gabriel, P24, Carlos Miguel Yabut, P25 is Simon Gak, P26 is Feliza, P27 Marinay, P28 Marcelo, P29 is Bonbon Saonoy, P30 Errol Bien, and P31 is Mark Angelo Basilio. I think that's the last driver crossing, the last 3 drivers. So congratulations to Michael Velasquez for taking the win for the pro class and Jomel Pingul for taking the win for amateur class. So yung mga magproprotesta na po, pwede niyo pong siguro message si Attorney Mahi kung may may help with paperwork sa pagpa-file ng protest kila Sir Da.
May pau ba? May pau?
Oo! Nako, St. Peter.
Alright.
It was a fun race, no? That was a fun race, no, Sir Da?
Yeah. Still a good
Someone
race.
someone is making donuts on the track. Oh, come on.
Not yet the champion, pero
What a
okay lang.
show by Michael.
Wow.
Wow. Clip that. Clip that thing.
Oh, iba. Easy.
Easy.
Okay, yeah. So while our winners, while our P5 and P1 are burning their tires and trying not to wreck their cars, Sir Da, I would like to find some final words, especially for our sponsors.
All right. So again, thank you for the drivers, the participants, and the sponsors. Again, I want to thank RibbonArc Motorsports, the Vector Project, Gameline, Simple Premier, Stragao, and Mr. Leo Odulio for the prizes for the participants at the end of the championship. And then I want to thank also the community involved. ESC, 7-Star Garage, Pinky Parts, Soul Exhaust, DMR, D4 Graphics, Veloce Ragazzo, SkyDrive, Overboost, and Track Esports for the participation in the Sim Racing PH GR86 Cup 2024. That's it.
Alright.
For round 3, no? What do you think, Jasper? Saan tayo pupunta for round 4, Sir Da, Jasper?
So, ng next track.
Round 4? Dali nga, nalimutan ko rin eh. Round 4. Round 4. Next week. Same time, Tuesday 9 p.m. We're going to Donington Park in England. But we're using the national layout.
So kailangan ipalipat nila yung mga sasakyan nila, no? Kailangan maghanda na logistics ng team nila, no?
Yeah, from States to England.
Papalipad na naman ako ng sasakyan.
Kaya naman.
Alright.
Yeah. Good race tonight.
Good race.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Anything you want to say, guys?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. In the background right there, operating our live stream. Thank you, sir. Jasper.
Thank you, Sir JC, Sir Aldo, Sir Daryl. Yeah.
We'll see you next week, guys. Round 4.
Yeah, next week.
Round 4 next week. See you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Don't forget to share. Bakit pa ba?